Hi guys, today we're going to be assembling the Catachan Autocannon. All you gotta do is slice it straight through the back. Take out a foam. There'll be a base in there. You can use this aside for applying paint or whatever you can use it for. And you'll get a lot of metal. So the absolute first thing you're going to want to do is soak this in water for about 5 to 10 minutes. While your models are soaking, make sure that they are in hot and soapy water, otherwise it won't do you any good. To assemble them, I'm going to be using Tester's metal and wood cement. Now this also works as super glue, so you can use it to glue them down to their base, doesn't matter. I'm going to be using GamesWorkshop clippers. If we have anything that needs to be filed down, I'll use a file. And instead of using the base provided, I'm going to be using a 40mm base from GamesWorkshop because technically, legally, you should put them on this base because in the rulebook it says you should put them on the base provided. But I want them to match with the plastic heavy weapons team, so I'm going to put them on the 40mm base. Okay, so after your models have been soaked for at least 5 minutes, you can go ahead and start clipping some of the flash off and vents and things like that. You can use a knife for this, but I prefer the clippers. Makes it slightly easier. Okay, so once you have that out of the way, you can start to assemble the model. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take this piece, which is sort of like, it's like a T, and we are going to take these two wheels and we are going to glue them. Now make sure when you're gluing it that this part with the dots is facing out. Otherwise you're not going to have the detail that you should, and you're going to hate your life. Okay, if at any point you want to let it sit and dry before you move on to the next part, then you can always just use the vise to hold it in place. Okay, so for this next part we're going to take the part that we already assembled, the main body of the turret, the gunner, both his top part and torso, and his legs. And we're going to put them on the flat circle that we have on the back. We're just going to put a bit of glue there. I'm going to put the top part of his torso on. And we're going to put a bit of glue on the back of the autocannon as well as the front of this part where the autocannon is going to go in. Oh, that was a bit too much. Just wipe it away with your finger. And line it up nicely so that he doesn't look awkward. This part, you really just have to play with it a bit till he looks nice. Okay, so after you just let the glue set for a little bit, we're going to glue on the turret cap. Now we're going to glue this on kind of backwards, what you expect. The part that goes over top goes on the bottom. So I'm just going to dry fit it really quickly. Okay, so now that you know where we're gluing it, we're going to glue, just put a bead behind. There's one part that sticks out on this model, and you're just going to want to put a bead of glue just behind behind that area, on both sides, and then just a little bit on the bottom and sides of this. Okay, so just put it on there. Wipe off any excess glue. And you might want to hold it in place for just a little while. Okay, so once that dries, just glue them down to your base, and you are good to go.